Good morning. Today I'm going to bring you on my 10-kilometer run, and we're aiming for around 5 minutes per kilometer, so it's a easy long distance run today. Yesterday I went to Bristol. I managed to pick up a few things such as I'm not sure what this type of hat is called, but it keeps my head insulated and also it covers the ears where my AirPods are going to go in. I managed to pick up the Myla jacket as well. It's super lightweight, it's really thin. And I'm excited to get out there today and just kind of test it all. Underneath, I've also got it's a Nike Swim long sleeve. And yeah, I couldn't find any long sleeve Mylas, but it just about managed to fit me. I'm between an XL and a double XL right now, even at 88 kilos body weight. Nonetheless, I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm gonna have as my pre-workout meal for my run. And yeah, we'll get into it in probably about an hour and a half time. So every single morning, I'll pretty much have the same breakfast, but to kind of run you through it, I start with 300 grams of fat-free Greek natural yogurt. It's high in protein, and also it's really, really good for your gut microbiome. I'll then add roughly 100 grams of some black seedless grapes, just to get some fruit in there and a little bit of fiber content. I'll then have 20 grams of honey, just to make it a little bit more flavorsome. And then I'll round it off with 20 grams of extra dark 74% cacao from Fincar. Now, this tastes amazing. The Trafalite label reading system, it's all in the red zone, but this is a really, really good vasodilator, so it's gonna help to expand sort of my veins, my arteries, and also transport nutrients that a little bit more efficiently. I'll also have 2 pancakes, just because I like pancakes. So that's what I'll pretty much have for my pre-workout meal. Now, in my opinion, the most important thing that you should be consuming before resistance training or any sort of endurance training is gonna be fluids. Fluids is not only water, but it's electrolytes as well. So I've picked up some electrolytes from bulk powders. I mean, like, to be honest, you can get your electrolyte powder anywhere. The dosage is pretty good in this. I mean, sodium is roughly 1,000 milligrams per 2 servings, potassium around 300 milligrams, calcium around 184, and then magnesium around 30 milligrams. But that's also on top of my supplements, which I'll do in another video, probably sat down behind the desk, just kind of talking you through all of my individual dietary supplements. But I'll have 2 servings of the electrolyte powder with roughly 1.5 liters of water. I'll have my pre-workout meal, let that sit for roughly 60 to 90 minutes, and then I will see you for our 10-kilometer run today. We've just finished warming up for this 10-kilometer continuous run today. Looking forward to it. Body's feeling good. Rested yesterday because I was in Bristol, and yeah, we should be aiming for roughly 5 minutes per kilometer, 5:15, but we'll see how that goes. 1 kilometer in, usually takes me about 3 or 4 kilometers to get to my flow, my stride length. Awesome day for it. 2 kilometers in, feeling good. Cold air is feeling super sharp on my nose, so just rotating between nasal breathing and breathing out from my mouth. Let's go. Three kilometers in, hamstrings are starting to feel a little bit heavy, but I know once I push past this, hitting kilometer 4, kilometer 5, it gets way easier. Let's go. 4 kilometers in, average pace around 5 to 5:15 per kilometer. 6 to go. 5 kilometers in, we are halfway there. Head down, music on, get into that flow, get into that stride length. 6 kilometers in, 4 to go. 7, 9 kilometers in, 1 kilometer to go. 10 kilometers of running done. 10. Let's go. Debrief coming up right now. Little bit of a cool down. That is 10 kilometers done. Tough conditions, 35,000 steps yesterday. Nonetheless, we got it done, and legs felt a little bit heavy, but I'm very happy with that performance considering this is week 1 of my half marathon prep, and I've got a high amount of volume in legs on a Tuesday, very quad dominant. Yeah, I'm chuffed with that. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Jack. I'm a hybrid, weird to say, hybrid individual, not quite an athlete yet, as 13 weeks ago I started this running malarkey and I quit bodybuilding and powerlifting. You're probably wondering, why did I quit powerlifting, power building, bodybuilding, whatever you want to call it? In all honesty, I've been thinking about longevity over the last 2 and a bit years, and I'm very goal driven. And yes, bodybuilding, power building, it gave me clarity, it gave me structure, it gave me routine. Look at that cat in the window. But I didn't have any events that I was working towards because I didn't fancy stepping on stage wearing like a little thong just to compare my physique to somebody else's. And I knew I wanted to do more and be more. So when I was in Egypt, I was taking a football around on the beach, and I used to play semi-professional football. I had, well, almost a contract to go professional, but I tore my meniscus and my ACL. So when I was in Egypt, I was taking this football, and yeah, my knee just went. And I started to question, like, what am I actually training for? Because I go into the gym, I lift, you know, a good amount of weight. But what was it all for? To improve my physique? For what? There's no functionality with that. My mobility started to go. It just wasn't practical. So yeah, that's exactly why I started hybrid training and running. Now, over the last 13 weeks, I've learned a hell of a lot about myself in terms of mindset and how far I can actually push my body from in week 1 not being able to do 1 kilometer versus doing multiple 10 kilometers over the last 3 to 4 weeks. I also understand that I'm probably going to lose some muscle. I'm training legs once a week compared to twice a week previously, and part of me thinks I'm making a mistake because it's what I've been accustomed to over the last 10 to 15 years, that type of training. But I know I need to push through this and understand that my health, my body, my mind is going to feel 10 times better for it. The one thing I will say is that I think the biggest mistake that I've made is not actually switching from bodybuilding to hybrid training, but wearing white shoes, 200-pound Nike shoes, white shoes, not Nike, they're Brooks, in the UK, where it's cold, it's dark, it's wet, it's muddy. If you've made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you very much. And second of all, I've got something free for you. If you take a look at the description, you can download a beginner hybrid training program. If you are someone that's just getting into the gym and you want to start hybrid training, or you have been resistance training for a good couple of years and you want to start hybrid training, or you're a bodybuilder, a power builder, a power lifter, and you want to try something new, this beginner hybrid training program is a 12-week program. It's fully built out. We don't cut corners. Everything is in there that you need to get started. Go and check it out. It's in the description. Download it, and yeah, come back to me in a few weeks and just drop a comment down below this video just to let me know how you're getting on. But we're going to round off the video there. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Adios.